the 5th Annual Savoy Elementary School Musical, presented by Miss Reed's 3rd grade class, and starring Jimmy Ferguson, who just threw a baller's costume backstage, so I don't think he'll make it. Tonight we present Gilbert and Sullivan's topsy-turvy comic operetta, The Pirates of Penzance, complete with cheery tunes and riveting action, and a few saucy moments that I'm apparently too young to understand. But first, a diversion. Please welcome Yum Yum, Penny Sing, and Peep Bo as they perform for you a short ditty from the Mikado. Oh, girls!
Three little maids from school are we, hurt as a schoolgirl well can be, filled to the brim with girlish glee. Three little maids from school, everything is a source of fun. No one is safe where we can't find none. Life is a joke that's just begun. Three little maids from school. Three little maids who all unwary come from a lady's seminary, free from its genius tutelary. Three little maids from school. Three little maids from school. One little maid is a bright Yum Yum. Two little maids in attendance come. Three little maids is the total sum. Three little maids from school. From three little maids take one away. Two little maids remain and they won't have to wait very long, they say. Three little maids from school. Three little maids from school. Three little maids who all unwary come from a lady's seminary, free from its genius tutelary. Three little maids from school. Three little maids from school.
How about those geishas? And now, ladies and germs, sit back, chillax, enjoy the Pirates of Penzance. Hit it, maestro!
rises from indentures freed. Strong his arm and keen his senses, he's a pirate now indeed.
Here's good luck to Frederick's ventures, Frederick's out of his indentures.
2 and 20 now he's rising, and the Lord is fit to fly, which were bent on signalising with unusual revelry.
Here's good luck to Frederick's ventures, Frederick's out of his indentures. Pour the pirate sherry, fill the pirate glass, and to make us more the merry, let the pirate bumper pass.
Yes, Frederick, from today on, you rank as a full-blown member of our band. My friends, I thank you all from my heart for your kindly wishes. Would that I could repay them as they deserve. What do you mean? Today I'm out of my indentures, and today I leave you forever. But this is quite unaccountable. A keener hand at sculling a cunarder or cutting out a P&O never shipped a handspike. Yes. What? Why leave us without warning? A damn good pirate, you! Ha! I have done my best for you, and why? It was my duty under my indentures, and I'm a slave of duty. As a child, I was regularly apprenticed to your band. It was through an error. No matter. Mistake was ours, not yours, and I was in honor bound by it.
In error? What error?
Oh, I mustn't tell you. It would reflect upon my well-loved Ruth.
Nay, dear master, my mind has long been gnawed by the cankering tooth of mystery.
Cankering tooth, eh?
Aye.
Well then, cankers away! No, it gets better, folks.
Thank you. Better have it out at once. When Frederick was a little lad, he proved so brave and daring. His father thought he'd apprentice him to some career seafaring. I was, alas, his nursery maid, and so it fell to my lot to take and bind this promising boy apprentice to a pilot. A life not bad for a hearty lad, though surely not a high lot. Though I'm a nurse, you might do worse than make your boy a pilot. I was a stupid nursery maid on breakers, always steering, and I did not catch the word aright through being hard of hearing, mistaking my instructions which within my brain did irate. I took and bound this promising boy apprentice to a pirate. A sad mistake it was to make and doom him to a pilot. I bound him to a pirate instead of to a pilot. I soon found out beyond all doubt the scope of this disaster, but I hadn't the face to return to my place and break into my master. And the sweet maid is not afraid of what you people call work. So I made up my mind to go as a kind of piratical maid of all work. And that is how you find me now, a member of your Shylock, which you wouldn't have found had he been found apprentice to a pilot.
Try, sweet one. I have long pardoned you.
The two words were so much alike. Pilot, pirate.
They were. They still are, though years have rolled over their heads. But this afternoon my obligation ceases. Individually, I love you all with affection unspeakable. Aww. But collectively, I look upon you with the disgust that amounts to absolute detestation.
What?
Pity me, my beloved friends, for such is my sense of duty that I should feel myself bound to devote myself heart and soul to your extermination.
Poor lad! Poor lad!
Well, Frederick, you conscientiously feel that it is your duty to destroy us? We cannot blame you for acting on that conviction. Always act in accordance with the dictates of your conscience, my boy, and chance the consequences.
Besides, we can offer you but little temptation to remain with us. We don't seem to make piracy pay. I'm sure I don't know why, but we don't.
Oh, I know why, but I mustn't tell you. It wouldn't be right. Why not, my boy? It is only 11:30, and you are one of us until the clock strikes 12.
True. And until then, you are bound to protect our interests.
Yeah! Well then, it is my duty, as a pirate, to tell you that you are too kind-hearted. For instance, you never make a point of attacking a weaker party than yourselves, and when you attack a stronger party, you invariably get thrashed. There is some truth in that. Well, then again, you never make a point of pirating an orphan.
Of course. For we are orphans ourselves and know what it is.
Yes, but it has got about, hasn't it? Now everyone we capture says he's an orphan. The last 3 ships we took proved to be manned entirely by orphans. One would think Great Britain's mercantile navy was recruited solely from her orphan asylums, which we know is not the case.
Oh, but hang it all. You wouldn't have us absolutely merciless.
There lies my difficulty. Until 12 o'clock I would. After 12 I wouldn't. Was a man ever placed in so delicate a situation?
Now?
No, later.
They grow up so fast.
They do.
And Ruth, your Ruth whom you've loved so well, and who has won her middle-aged wife to your boyish heart. What's to become of her?
Oh! He will take you with him. Ruth, I feel some difficulty about you. You see, you are very dear to me, as you know, but I've been constantly at sea since I was 8 years old, and yours is the only woman's face I have seen in that time. I think it is a sweet face.
It is, oh, it is.
I say I think it is. That's my impression. But seeing that I haven't had the opportunity of comparing you with other women, it just might be possible. I might be mistaken.
Oh, 'tis a distant possibility.
Oh, what a terrible thing if I were to marry this innocent creature and find out that she is, on the whole, plain. Oh, Ruth is very well indeed.
Yes. There are the remains of a fine woman about, Ruth.
You really think so?
I do, and when I say remains.
Well then, I shall not be so selfish as to take you from her. In justice to her and consideration of you, I shall leave her behind. Son of a... Samuel!
No thanks. Bad for the scurvy.
Anyone else?
No, thank you.
Then, Frederick, this cannot be. We are rough men who lead a rough life. But I do not think we are so utterly heartless as to deprive thee of thy love. I think I am right in saying that there is not one man here who would rob thee of such inestimable treasure, for all the world holds so dear.
Not one!
No, I thought there wasn't. Keep thy love, Frederick. Keep thy love. You're very good, I'm sure.
I'll gather your belongings.
Well, it's the top of the tide and we must be off. Yes, Frederick. When your process of extermination begins, let our deaths be as swift and painless as you can conveniently make them. Thank you. Love my Willie. Shakespeare, that is. I will. By the love I have for you, I swear it. With that, I could render this extermination unnecessary by you accompanying me back to civilization.
No, Frederick, it cannot be!
I do not think much of our profession, but contrasted with respectability, it is comparatively honest. No, Frederick, I shall live and die a pirate king! Oh, better far to live and die under the brave black flag I fly.
Oh, boy!
Then play a sanctimonious part of a pirate head and a pirate heart. Away to the cheating world go you, where pirates all are well to do. But I'll be true to the song I sing.
Whoa!
And live and die a pirate king. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. I am a pirate king.
You are a pirate king.
And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king.
It is a pirate king, a pirate king.
As I sally forth to seek my prey, I held myself in a royal way.
Don't let them see you cry, Jake.
I sink a few more ships, it's true, than a well-bred monarch ought to do. But many a king on a first-class throne, if he wants to call his crown his own, must manage somehow to get through more dirty work than ever I do. For I am a pirate king. Ha! It is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. Ho! I am a pirate king.
A pirate king.
And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king.
It is a pirate king, a pirate king.
Cool.
I'll take me with you! I cannot live if I am left behind!
Ruth, I'll be quite candid with you. You see, you are very dear to me, as you know, but I must be circumspect. You see, a lad of 21 usually looks for a wife of 17.
We're in Schaumburg!
18. No, but I shall find you a wife at 47, and that is quite enough. Ruth, tell me candidly, without reserve, compared with other women, how are you?
I am a slight cold, but otherwise I'm quite well.
I'm sorry for your cold, but I was referring rather to your personal appearance. Ruth, are you beautiful?
I have been told so, dear master.
But lately?
No, years and years ago.
What do you think of yourself?
It is a delicate question to answer, but I think I am a fine woman.
That is your candid opinion.
Oh, yes, I should be deceiving you if I told you otherwise.
Oh, Ruth, I believe you, for I'm sure you wouldn't practice upon my inexperience. I wish to do the right thing, and if, I say if, you are indeed a fine woman, your age shall be no obstacle to our union. But hark! Surely I hear voices. The approach our all but inaccessible lair. Can it be Custom House? No, it doesn't sound like Custom House.
Confusion! It is the voices of young girls. If he sees them, I am lost!
By all that is marvelous! A bevy of beautiful maidens!
Lost!
How lovely! How surpassingly lovely is the plainest of them! What grace! What delicacy! What refinement! And Ruth. Ruth told me she was beautiful! Oh, false one! You have deceived me!
I have deceived you!
Yes, deceived me. You told me you were fair as gold.
And master, am I not so?
Well, now I see you're plain and old.
I'm sure I'm not a jot so.
Upon my innocence you play.
I'm not the one to console.
Your face is live, your hair is grey.
But you only got so.
Faithless woman, to deceive me, I who trusted so.
Master, do not leave me. Here you go.
Faithless woman,
Master,
faithless woman.
Master, do not leave me. Do not leave me.
I
Here you
trusted so.
go. Master, do not leave me. You go. My love without reflecting, love do not be rejecting. Take a maiden tender, her affections raw and green. As various writing has been accumulating. Summer 17. Summer 17.
Yes, your woman
master, crush me with disaster.
Your love
is
with me.
such a dower to the dower I have here. My lover now
If, as you are stating,
has been accumulating 47 years.
47 years.
47 years.
Faithless woman, to deceive me, I trusted so.
Master,
Faithless woman,
do not leave me.
trusted so. What shall I do before these gentle maidens, I dare not appear in this alarming costume. No, no. I must remain in close concealment until I can appear in decent clothing.
But how thoroughly delightful it is to be so entirely alone. Why, I imagine we are the first human beings ever to set foot on this enchanting spot.
Except for mermaids.
Oh, this is the very place for mermaids, who are only human down to the waist.
And who can't be said strictly to set foot anywhere. Tails they may, feet they cannot.
But what shall we do until Papa and the servants arrive with the luncheon?
Oh, well, we are quite alone, and the sea is as smooth as glass. Suppose we take off our shoes and stockings and paddle! Yes, yes, the very thing!
Stop, ladies, pray! I had intended not to intrude myself upon your notice in this effective but alarming costume. But under these peculiar circumstances, it is my bounden duty to inform you that your proceedings will not be unwitnessed.
But who are you, so speak?
I'm a pirate.
A pirate horror!
Ladies, do not shun me. This evening I renounce my bad profession, and to that end, O pure and peerless maidens, all blushing buds of ever-blooming beauty, I soar at heart, implore your kind assistance.
How pitiful his tale.
How rare his beauty.
Pitiful his tale. How rare his beauty.
Oh, is there not one maiden rest who does not feel the mortal beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty? Who would not give up willingly a matrimonial ambition to rescue such a one as I from his unfortunate position? From his position. To rescue such a one as I from his unfortunate position.
Alas, there's not one maiden breast which seems to feel the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty.
Oh, is there not one maiden here whose moldy face and bad complexion have caused all hope to disappear of ever winning man's affection? To such a one, if such there be, I swear by heaven's name above you, if you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you'll be, I love you. However plain you'll be, if you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you'll be, I love you, I love you, I love
For shame, for shame. Poor wandering one, though thou hast surely strayed, take heart of grace, thy steps retrace, wandering one. Poor wandering one, if such for love is mine, can help thee find true peace of mind, why take it, it is thine. Take heart, no danger lost, take any heart but ours. Take heart, beauties will shine, take any heart, take mine. Take heart, no danger lost, take any heart but ours. Take heart, beauties will shine, take any heart, take mine. Wandering one, though thou hast surely strayed, take we to do? Gentle sisters say, propriety we know, says we ought to stay, but sympathy exclaims, free them from your tether, play at other games, leave them here together. Her case may any day be yours, my dear, or mine. Let her make her hay while the sun doth shine. Let us compromise, our hearts are not of leather. Let us shut our eyes and talk about the weather.
Yes, yes, let's talk about the weather. How beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue on, I hope it may, and yet it rained but yesterday. Tomorrow it may pour again, I hear the country wants some rain. If people say, I know not why that we shall have it, won't you like tomorrow it may pour again, I hear the country wants some rain. If people say, I know not why that we shall have it, won't you like tomorrow it may pour again, I hear the country wants some rain. Beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue on, I hope it may, and yet it rained but yesterday. Tomorrow it may pour again, I hear the country wants some rain. If people say, I know not why that we shall have it, won't you like tomorrow it may pour again, I hear the country wants some rain. If people say, I know not why that we shall have it, won't you like tomorrow it may pour again, I hear the country wants some rain.
Roll his southern gifts, he's reaping, and wait to find the soul with peace and that should be mean.
How beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue on, I hope it may, and yet it rained but yesterday. Continue on, I hope it may, and yet it rained but yesterday. How beautifully blue
We must not lose our senses. Men who stick at no offences will anon be here. Piracy, the dreadful trade is. Pray, you get you hence, and ladies, while the coast is cleared.
No, we must not lose our senses. If we stick at no offences, we should not be here. Piracy, the dreadful trade is. Nice companions for your ladies. Let us see stop.
Here's a first-rate opportunity to get married with impunity and indulge in the felicity of unbounded domesticity. We shall quickly be personified, conjugally matrimonified by a doctor of divinity who is located in this vicinity.
We have missed our opportunity of escaping with impunity. That's enough felicity of a maiden domesticity. We was certified, matrimonified by a doctor of divinity who is located in this vicinity. By a doctor of divinity who resides in this vicinity. By a doctor
chancery, and father is the major general.
We'd better pause, for danger may befall. The father is a major general.
Yes, yes, he is a major general.
Yes, yes, I am a major general.
For he is a major general.
He is hurrah for Major General.
And it is a glorious thing to be a major general.
It is hurrah for Major General, hurrah for Major General.
Model of a modern major general. Life, information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England and I quote the fight historical. From Marathon to Waterloo and to categorical. I'm very well acquainted too with math as mathematical. I understand equations both the simple and quadratical. Above my noble theorem, I'm teeming with a lot of news. Lots of news. Lots of news. With many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
With many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse. With many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse. With many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
I'm very good at integral differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and animals. Silly man is vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general.
The silly man is vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern major general.
I know I'm a big history, King Arthur, and Sir Caradox. I answer 100 questions, I'm a pretty tasteful paradox. Couldn't easy jerks of the crimes Lugominus. Iconics like a full peculiarities, palavras. I can tell it down to Raphael's and Gerardo's and Zophanies. I know the crooked chorus for the frogs and Aristophanes. I can hum a fugue of which I've heard the music's Dinafore. 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 And whistle all the airs of that infernal nonsense pinafore.
And whistle all the airs of that infernal nonsense pinafore. And whistle all the airs of that infernal nonsense pinafore. And whistle all the airs of that infernal nonsense pinafore.
Then I can write Washington in Babylonic uniform and tell you every detail of a canonic uniform. Singing man is vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general.
But singing man is vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern major general.
In fact, when I know what is meant by Babylon and Babylon, when I can tell a sight and measure rifle from a javelin, when such affairs of sorties and surprises I'm aware at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat. I didn't know that. When I have learned what progress has been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery, in short, when I have a smattering of elemental strategy.
Nothing rhymes with strategy. Not yet. Oh. Strategy.
You'll say a better major general is never strategy.
You'll say a better major general is never strategy. You'll say a better major general is never strategy. You'll say a better major general is never strategy.
For my military knowledge, though I'm plucky and adventuring, has only brought me down to the beginning of the century. Singing man is vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general.
The silly man is vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern major general.
Very good.
Gosh, thanks, threw it together this morning.
An encore then.
Come again.
Encore!
Just my luck. Show tune fancying pirates. Very well, maestro. Of columns I'll decipher an ironic from Corinthian. I'll tell you if a bridge is Golden Gate or Terabithian. Pedestrians mistake me for Madonna when I strike a pose. I'm savvy to which Brady Tonda cried in anguish, oh my nose.
Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. I can surf the internet and visit YouTube for some media. Then read about an animal, a pus on Wikipedia. I'm able to distinguish large intestine from duodenum. 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 Oh, I guess I'll have to go with my gut on this one. And walk the party life of Connie Rice, Hillary Rodham.
And walk the party life of Connie Rice and Hillary Rodham. And walk the party life of Connie Rice and Hillary Rodham. And walk the party life of Connie Rice and Hillary Rodham.
In France, I know my Lafayette's and Richelieu's and Bonaparte's will navigate till you go to the Paris and the fourth block. That's the man is vegetable animal and mineral. I am the very model of a moderated general.
And that's the man is vegetable animal and mineral. He is the very model of a moderated general.
Now that I've introduced myself, I should like to have some idea of what's going on.
Oh, perhaps we will have
Permit me. I'll explain in 2 words. We propose to no wait. 3 words. No wait. 5 words. 6. 8 syllables. Dash it all, we're going to marry your daughter.
Dear me!
Against our wills, Papa! Against our wills!
What's that?
This is most embarrassing. You see, I thought I turned it off before coming out here. I've been texted. If you don't mind, I'll take the redhead. Who said this?
One-eyed Jake?
Here, sir.
Put that away.
Sorry, sir.
You'll have to forgive him. He just discovered the internet. And now he's all, Twitter.
Oh, but you mustn't wait at my daughters. Might I ask, this is quite the picturesque uniform. What are you?
We are all single gentlemen.
Yes, I gathered that. Anything else?
Nope, nothing else.
Oh, Papa, don't believe them. They are pirates. Favorite pirates of Penzance. You know, like the show. Oh.
The Pirates of Penzance? I've often heard of them.
All except this gentleman, who was a pirate once, but who is out of his indentures today, and who means to lead a blameless life evermore.
But wait a bit. I object to pirates as sons-in-law.
We object to a major general as a father-in-law. But we waive that point. We do not press it. We look over it.
Ha! An idea. And do you mean to say
Who are you
that
just talking to?
I beg your pardon?
Who are you just talking to?
No one.
You just wait.
No, I didn't.
You did. Did he not? Did he not just... Oh, bloody hell, no, I'm doing it.
And do you mean to say that you would deliberately rob me of these, the sole remaining props of my old age, and leave me to go through the remainder of my life unfriended, unprotected, and alone?
Well, yes, that's the general idea.
Tell me, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Oh, dash it all!
Here we go again.
I said, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Orphan.
Yes, have you ever known what it is to be one?
I say often.
Often! I don't think we quite understand one another. You see, I ask you if you've ever known what it is to be an orphan, and you say often. As I understand you, you are merely repeating the word often to show that you understand me.
I didn't repeat the word.
What word?
Often.
Yes, you just said it again.
Said what again?
No, what's on second?
Who's on second?
No, who's on first?
I don't know who's on first.
No, he's on third.
There we go, back to third base.
Stop! I think I see where we are getting confused. Now, when you say often, do you mean often a person who has lost his parents, or often frequently?
Ah. I beg your pardon, I see what you mean. Frequently.
Ah, yes, you said often frequently.
No, only once.
Back to third base! Exactly! You said often frequently only once. O men of dark and dismal fate, forego your cruel employ. Have pity on my lonely state. I am an orphan boy.
An orphan boy.
An orphan boy.
How sad, an orphan boy.
These children whom you see are all that I can call my own.
Poor fellow.
Take them away from me and I shall be indeed alone.
Poor fellow.
If pity you can feel, leave me my soul. Nay, enjoy. See at your feet they kneel. Your heart cannot steal. Against the sad, sad tale of a lonely orphan boy.
Poor fellow. See at our feet they kneel. Our hearts we cannot steal. Against the sad, sad tale of a lonely orphan boy. The orphan boy. The orphan boy. See at our feet they kneel. Our hearts we cannot steal. Against the tale of a lonely orphan boy.
I'm telling a terrible story, but it doesn't diminish my glory. That they would have taken my daughters over the big waters if I had an inelegant diction, indulging in innocent fiction, which is not in the same category as telling a regular terrible story.
It is telling a terrible story, just not like a story. Because they would have taken his daughters over the these waters. It is easy and elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, when it comes to the same category as telling a regular terrible story. It is easy and elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, when it comes to the same category as telling a regular story.
Although a dark career sometimes involves the crime of stealing, we'd rather think that we're not altogether void of feeling. Although we live by strife, we're always sorry to be in it. For what we ask is life without a touch of poetry in it. liberty. Our pirate rules protect you, and honorary members of our band we do elect you.
For he is an orphan boy.
He is a roughy orphan boy.
And sometimes it's a useful thing to be an orphan boy.
It is a roughy orphan boy, a roughy orphan boy. Oh, happy day with joyously they will away and marry me. Oh, happy day with joyously they will away and marry me. Should it be fall asleep, the sisters all the brides with me. Should it be fall asleep, the sisters all the brides with me. Oh, happy day with joyously they will away and marry me. Should it be fall auspiciously, the sisters all the brides with me. Should it be fall auspiciously, the sisters all the brides with me.
All right, then, hear one word I do implore you. Remember, Ruth, your Ruth who kneels before you.
Yes, yes, remember Ruth who kneels before you.
Away you did deceive me.
Away you did deceive him.
Oh, do not leave me.
Oh, do not leave her.
Away you grieve me.
Away you grieve him.
I wish you'd leave me.
We wish you leave him. We observe the magnanimity we display to a sentimity. Never was such opportunity to get married with impunity. But we give up the felicity of unbounded domesticity. Though a doctor of divinity is located in this vicinity.
We observe the magnanimity, we display true lace and dignity. Never was such opportunity to get married with impunity. But they give up the felicity of unbounded domesticity. Though a doctor of divinity is located in this vicinity. But we give up the felicity of unbounded domesticity.
But we give up the felicity of unbounded domesticity. Though a doctor of divinity, a doctor of divinity,
Though a doctor of divinity resides in this vicinity. Though a doctor resides in this vicinity. Vicinity.
Here's Howdy Do, opening act 2. The director said he bore us as he threw me in the chorus where I don't say boo. Here's a howdy do, here's a howdy do.
Here's a pretty blow, stuck in the last row. It's true I suffer for my art because I never get a part. I'm just a hapless schmo. Here's a pretty blow, here's a pretty blow.
Here's a big disgrace, passing on the space. Other girls think I'm heaven, here I'm pirate number 7, just a waste of space. Here's a big disgrace, here's a big disgrace.
My illustrious career on stage is yet to leave the ground. And it's hard to win a Tony when you barely make a sound. The spotlight always lands 10 yards from where I stand. Here's a pretty big disgrace. Here's a pretty howdy-do. Here's a pretty big disgrace. A pretty big disgrace.
Here's a howdy do.
Here's a howdy do.
Here's a howdy-do.
At the bottom of the list, perpetually forever days. Here's a pretty, pretty big disgrace.
Act 2.
Act 2.
You like Act 2?
Act 2.
I love Act 2. Let's do Act 2.
I will try, dear Mabel. But why does he sit here night after night in this draughty old ruin?
Why do I sit here? To escape the pirate clutches. I describe myself an orphan.
Orphan?
No, just once.
No, I meant just move along.
And heaven help me, I am no orphan. I come here to humble myself before the tombs of my ancestors and to implore their pardon for having brought disgrace upon the family crest.
But you forget, sir, you just bought this property a month ago, and the stucco on your baronial castle is scarcely dry.
Frederick, in this chapel, there are ancestors. You cannot deny that. With the estate, I bought the chapel and its contents. I don't know whose ancestors they were, but I know whose ancestors they are. And I shudder to think that their descendant by purchase, if I may so describe myself, should have brought what I have no doubt is an unstained crest.
Be confident. Had you not acted as you did, these reckless men would assuredly have called in the nearest clergyman and married your large, really large, family on the spot.
I thank you for your profit, Solace, but it is unavailing. I assure you, Frederick, that such the anguish and remorse I feel amongst those easily diluted pirates, I would go to their chief this very night and confess all, did I not fear that the consequences would be most disastrous for myself. At what time does your expedition march against these scoundrels?
At 11. And by midnight, I hope to have atoned for my involuntary servitude to the pestilent scourgers by sweeping them from the face of this earth. And then, dear Mabel, you will be mine.
Are your devoted followers at hand?
Yes, sir. They await my orders.
Then, Frederick, let your escort line parted be summoned to receive a general's blessing ere they depart upon your dread adventure.
Dear sir, they come.
Take good care of Chelsea now. All right, let's do this song. When the foeman bears a steel,
Tarantara, tarantara,
we a comfortable feel,
tarantara,
and we find the wisest thing
tarantara, tarantara,
is to slap our chest and sing,
tarantara,
for when threatened with defeat,
tarantara, tarantara,
and your heart is in your boots,
tarantara.
there is nothing brings it round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound.
Tarantara, 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 tarantara.
Go, ye heroes, go to glory, go, ye dying, go to glory. Ye shall live in song and story, go to immortality, go to death, go to slaughter, die, foolish daughter, with the tears your grave shall water. Go, ye heroes, go and die. Go, ye heroes, go and die. Go, ye heroes, go and die.
Though to us it's evident,
Tarantara, tarantara,
these attentions are meant,
tarantara,
such expressions don't appear,
tarantara, tarantara.
calculated meant to cheer, who are going to meet the fate in a highly nervous state.
Tarantara, tarantara, tarantara,
Still to us it's evident, these attentions are meant,
tarantara, tarantara, tarantara.
Go and do your best endeavor, and before all things we sever, we will say farewell forever. Go to glory and the brave. Go to glory and the brave.
For your foes are fierce and ruthless, false and merciful, and truth is young and tender, old and truth is old, and they their mercy crave.
we observe too great distress on the wrist that on us press, and of reverence a lack to our chance of coming back. Still, perhaps it would be wise not to carp or criticize, for it's very evident these attentions are meant.
Yes, it's very evident, these attentions are meant. Evident, yes, meant. Evident, yes, meant. evident, yes woman, evident, yes woman, evident, yes woman, evident, yes woman.
What's going on?
Evident, yes woman, evident, yes woman, evident,
Hold on.
yes woman.
I think the show's broken.
Evident, yes woman.
Hold on one second.
Evident, yes woman, 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 evident. Ah, yes, well meant. Find the wisest Tarantula, Tarantula, Mr. Sandwich, Mr. Tarantula. Tarantula, Tarantula, and your heart is in your next Tarantula. There is nothing brings us round like a trumpet flashes up back to that starship sound. Tarantula, Tarantula, Tarantula.
Away!
Yes, we go.
These pirates, they do not stay. Then why the delay?
All right, we go. Yes, forward on the floor. Yes, forward on the floor.
Yes, but you don't go!
Yes, forward on the floor. Yes, forward on the floor.
Damn it, go!
Pirates there, of joy unbounded, and sweet relief. I have some example, and lesson me attuned in some slight measure for the repeated acts of death and pillage, which, at a sense of duty, stern dictation, by circumstances victim, have been guilty. Young Frederick, your late commander,
And I, Galeari.
mad intruders, how dare ye face me? Knowing not a rash ones, that I have doomed you to extermination, have mercy on us. Hear us ere you slaughter. I do not think I ought to listen to you, yet mercy should alloy our stern resentment. And so I will be merciful. Say on.
When you had left our pirate fold, we tried to raise a spirit's faint, according to our customs, all with quips and quibbles quaint. But all in vain the quips we had, we laid and sobbed upon the rocks, until to somebody occurred a startling paradox.
A paradox?
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox, with quips and quibbles heard in flocks, but none to fate this paradox.
A paradox, a paradox, a most ingenious paradox. This paradox. We knew your taste for curious quips and cranks and contradictions queer, and with the laughter on our lips we wished you there to hear. We said if we could tell it him, how Frederick would the joke enjoy, and so we've risked both life and limb to tear it to our boy. That paradox! A paradox, the most ingenious paradox. We've quips and quibbles heard in flocks, but none to beat this paradox. A paradox, a paradox, a most ingenious paradox.
This paradox.
For some ridiculous reason, to which, however, I have no desire to be disloyal, some person authority, I don't know who, very likely the astronomer royal, has decided, although it's such a beastly month as February, 28 days, as a rule, are plenty. 1 year, and every 4, his days shall be reckoned as 9 and 20. Through some singular coincidence, I shouldn't be surprised if it were owing to the agency of an ill-natured fairy. You are the victim of this clumsy arrangement, having been born in leap year on the 29th of February. And so, through some simple arithmetical process, you'll easily discover that though you've lived 21 years yet, if we go by birthdays, you're only 5 and a little bit over. To me, let's see, yes, with yours my figures do agree. How quaint the ways of paradox, and common sense she gaily mocks, though counted in the usual way as 21 I'd been alive. Yet reckoning by my natal day, I am the little boy of 5, he's a little boy of 5. Oh, paradox and paradox and most continuous paradox. It's paradox. It's paradox. Most ingenious Are those cannons getting bigger, or is he getting smaller? This is most curious, most absurdly whimsical. 5 1/4, eh? None would think it to look at me.
You are glad now, I'll be bound that you spared us. You would have never forgiven yourself when you discovered you had killed 2 of your comrades.
My comrades? I'm afraid you don't appreciate the delicacy of your situation. You were apprenticed to us until I reached my 21st year. Until you reached your 21st birthday. And going by birthdays, you're as follows. Only 5 1/4. You don't mean to say you're actually going to hold me to that? No, I simply remind you of the fact and leave the rest to your sense of duty.
Your sense of duty?
Don't put it on that footing! As I was merciful to you just now, be merciful to me. I beg you not to implore upon the letter of your bond, just as the cup of happiness is at my lips.
We insist on nothing. We merely content ourselves with pointing out to you your duty.
Your duty. You have appealed to my sense of duty. My duty is only too clear. I abhor your infamous calling. I shudder at the fact that I was ever mixed up in it. But duty comes before all. At any price, I will do my duty. Yes, come. You're one of us once more. My eyes are fairly open to my awful situation. I shall go at once to Mabel, and will make her an oration. I shall tell her I recovered my forgotten.
What's going on here?
I got coffee.
You're trying to do a show.
I'm trying to sell some coffee.
Who's coffee?
Swashbucks. I got cappuccinos, chai lattes.
Yeah. Got anything strong?
Try the Somali blend.
All right, I'll take 1 large Somali.
No lard.
No thanks, kid. I'm fired up. Same number, from the top. But faster! Here you go! And 1 and 2.
I can't sing that fast. I'm a tenor. My eyes are fully open to my awful situation. I should go once and people and will make an oration. I should tell her I recovered my forgotten more senses, and I don't know what to do about the pending consequences. I do not want to perish by the sword and by the dagger, yet apparently it does a little pardonable swagger. I don't want to a government, my gratitude matter, but I've got to go tonight, so it really doesn't matter. So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter. If this were not a little mad and generally silly, I should give you my advice upon the subject willy-nilly. I should show you in a moment how to grapple with the question, and you'll really be astonished at the force of my suggestion on the subject. I shall write you most valuable legend, full of excellent suggestions when I feel it better. Present, I'm afraid I'm as bad as any hunter, so I'll think it's empathetic, so it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter. So it really doesn't matter. So it really doesn't matter. So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter.
If I had been so lucky as to have a steady brother who could talk to me as we are talking now to one another, who could give me good advice when he discovered I was erring, which is just the very favour which I knew I am entering, my existence would have made a rather interesting ill, and I might have lived and died a very decent will. It's particularly rapid, unintelligible patterns, and generally hurt, if it is, it doesn't matter. If it is, it doesn't matter.
If it is, it doesn't matter. If it is, it doesn't matter. If it is, it doesn't matter.
It's particularly rapid, unintelligible patterns, and generally hurt,
if it is, it doesn't matter.
A coffee boy is what I am, my friends. It ain't no joke. I offer cappuccino, frappuccino, chai latte, and mocha. My hair is long, my wardrobe is a thing of ambiguity, while my wage is rarely minimally augmented by gratuity. My inclinations were at first to vanish like Houdini. I'm drawn to this production reminiscent of Fellini. I'll sing a verse of mindless and inconsequential chatter. When it's said and done, this whole buffoonish effort doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter. So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter.
So I'll sing a verse of mindless and inconsequential chatter. When it's said and done, this whole buffoonish effort doesn't matter. So I'll sing a verse of mindless and inconsequential chatter. When it's said and done, this whole buffoonish effort doesn't matter.
How about a tip? That's it. I'm getting my GED.
Lead on, I follow. Oh, horror!
What's the matter?
Ought I tell you? Yes. No, I mustn't do it.
Yes.
Yet as one of your band.
Yes.
We don't have to be stooges about this, do we?
No. Speak out! I charge you by that sense of conscientiousness by which we have never yet appealed in vain.
All right. Major General Stanley, the father of my Mabel.
Yes?
He escaped from you on the plea that he was an orphan.
He did.
It breaks my heart to betray the honored father of the girl that I adore. Yet as your apprentice, I have no alternative. It is my duty to inform you that General Stanley is no orphan.
What?
And more than that, he never was one. Am I to understand that in order to save his contemptible life, he dared to practice an incredulous simplicity? Yeah.
Oh, revenge shall be swift and terrible. We shall gather our band and attack Tremordian Castle this very night.
But stay!
Not a word. He is doomed.
Away, away, my heart's on fire. I burn this place deception to repay. This very night, my vengeance die. Shall God himself and glory.
Away, 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 away. Here I expire. I find my duty hard to do today.
My heart is filled with anguish dire. It strikes me to the core way away. While he tricked us of our brides, and vengeance how the pirate so decides. On nature's stern he softened with his lies. So in return tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies. Yes, yes,
Tonight the traitor dies.
Tonight he dies.
Yes, so early tomorrow his girls are quiet. The ones are smart,
In the natures that cherish.
and all the light shall perish. Tonight he dies, so early tomorrow his girls likewise they will not to his sorrow. The ones are smart and the natures they cherish, and all the natural creatures shall perish. Away, 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 tonight the traitor dies. Away, away, tonight, 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 the traitor dies. Tonight, away. See you at the fight, Captain.
All is prepared, your gallant crew await you. My Frederick and Tales, it cannot be that Lionheart fails at the coming conflict.
No, Mabel, no. A terrible disclosure has just been made. Mabel, my dearly loved one, I bound myself to serve the pirate captain until I reached my 21st birthday.
But you are 21.
I've just discovered that I was born in leap year, and that birthday will not be reached by me till 1940.
Oh, horrible catastrophe appalling.
And so farewell.
Frederick, kill me. Stay, Frederick, stay. They have no legal claim, no shadow of a shame will fall upon thy name. Stay, Frederick, stay.
Tonight I quit these walls, but my soul appalls. But when stern duty calls, I must obey.
Stay, Frederick, stay.
Never pray.
No praise.
His name was lost, my soul was lost. When stern duty calls,
Stay, Frederick, stay.
I must obey.
Leave me not to
40 I of age shall be, I'll then return and claim you. I declare it.
It seems so long.
Swear that till then you will be true to me.
Yes, I will be strong. By all the Stanleys dead and gone, I swear it.
Oh, here is love, and here is truth, and here is food for joyous laughter. She will be faithful to her suit.
Till we have met,
And here is laughter. Oh, here is love, and here is truth.
and here is love, and here is love.
She will be faithful to her suit. We are at an even after, and even after. Oh, here is love, and here is truth, and here is joyous laughter. She will be faithful to her suit, till we are wed and even after. She will be faithful to her suit, till we are wed and even after. Oh, here is love, and here is truth. Oh, here is love.
Tarantara, tarantara.
We are timidly inclined,
Tarantara,
and anything but blind
tarantara, tarantara.
to the danger that's behind.
Tarantara,
But when the danger's near,
tarantara, tarantara.
we manage to appear
Tarantara,
as insensible to fear as anybody here, as anybody here.
tarantara, 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 tarantara.
Sergeant, approach. Young Frederick was to have led you to death and glory.
That is not a pleasant way of putting it.
No matter, he will not so lead you, for he has allied himself once more with his old associates.
He has acted shamefully.
You speak falsely. You know nothing about it. He has acted nobly.
He has acted nobly.
Dearly as I loved him before, his heroic sacrifice to his sense of duty has endeared him to me tenfold. He has done his duty. I will do mine. Go ye and do yours.
Righto.
This is perplexing.
We cannot understand it at all.
On a side note, isn't it great we have such luxuriant mustaches?
It is.
Still, as he is actuated by a sense of duty,
That makes a difference, of course. At the same time, we repeat, we cannot understand it at all.
no matter, our course is clear. We must do our best to capture these pirates alone. It is most distressing to us to be the agents whereby our erring fellow creatures are deprived of that liberty which we find so dear to us all. But we should have thought of that before we die in the force.
We should.
Too late now.
It is.
When a villain's not engaged in his employment, maturing his felonious little plans, his capacity for innocent enjoyment, is just as great as any honest man. Our feelings we with difficulty smother, when constabulary duties to be done. I take one consideration with another. Our policeman's lot is not a happy one.
Oh, when constabulary duties to be done, to be done. Our policeman's lot is not a happy one, happy one. When the enterprising burglar's not a burgling, not a burgling. When the cutthroat isn't occupied in crime, he loves to hear the little brook gurgling, and listen to the merry village chime. When the coster isn't jumping on his mother, he loves to lie a basking in the sun. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one.
Oh, when constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one.
Them on the man approaching. With stealthy steps the pirates are approaching.
We are not coming for way to roll the story General Stanley told. We seek a penalty 50-fold for General Stanley's story.
They seek a penalty
50-fold, we seek a penalty
50-fold. They seek a penalty 50-fold for General Stanley's story. They come in force with stealthy stride. Our obvious course is now to hide!
With cat-like tread upon a prey we seal, in silence dread, on a cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's footfall will be distinctly heard. So stealthily the pirate creeps while all the house so soundly sleeps. Come, friends who plow the sea, choose to navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy with the little burglary. Come, friends who plow the sea, choose to navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy with the little burglary.
Here's your crowbar and your sense of it, your life preserver. You may want to hit your silent matches, your dark lantern see. Take your foil and your skeleton key.
With cat-like tread upon our brave steel, silence tread, our cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's footfall will be distinctly heard. Come, friends who plow the sea, trust to navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy with
Hush, hush! Not a word. I see a light inside. The Major General comes, so quickly hide.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Tormented with the anguish dread of falsehood unatoned, I lay upon my sleepless bed and tossed and turned and groaned. The man who finds his conscience had no peace at all joys. And as I lay in bed awake, I thought I heard a noise.
He thought he heard a noise. Ha!
No, all is still in dale on hill. My mind is set at ease. So still the scene, it must have been the sighing of a breeze. Sighing softly through the river comes the loving breeze, setting nature on a quiver, rustling through the trees. And the brooking ripple measure us for very love, while the callers in their pleasure wave their arms above.
Yes, the trees for very long wave their leafy arms above. River, river, little river, may thy loving prosper and sleepy poplar trees, may thy wooing happy be. Heaven, sleepy poplar trees, may thy wooing happy be.
Yet the breeze is but a rover when he wings away. Brook and poplar mourn a lover sighing, well a day.
Well a day.
Of the doing and the doing and the road could tell, while the breeze is out a wooing, who could woo so well?
Shocking tales the road could tell, nobody can woo so well. Bring
cure, oh joy, oh rapture, summon your men and effect the capture.
Beautiful Mabel, I would if I could, but I am not able.
He's telling the truth, he is not able.
With base deceit, you worked upon our feelings. Revenge is sweet and flavors all our dealings. With courage rare and resolution manly, for death prepare, unhappy General Stanley.
Is he to die, shaven on a nail? Spare him. Will no one in his cause a weapon wield? Spare him.
Yes, we are here, no hither to conceal. So to constabulary every pirate here.
advantage you contrived. But your proud triumph will not be long-lived. Don't say you're orphans, for we know that game. On your allegiance we've a stronger claim. We charge you yield. We charge you yield. In Queen Victoria's name. You do. We do. We charge you yield. In Queen Victoria's name. We yield at once with humble mien, because with all the faults we love our queen. Yes, yes, with all their faults they love their queen. Yes, yes, with all their faults they love our queen.
Away with them and place them at the bar.
1 moment. Let me tell you who they are. They are no members of the common throng. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong.
No Englishman could move that statement his. Because with all our faults we love our house of peers. I pray you pardon me, ex-pirate king. Peers will be peers, and youth will have its fling. Resume your rank and legislative duties, and take my daughters, all of whom are beauties.
Now!
Now!
tarantara, tarantara. We are couplet of steel, tarantara. And we find the wisest thing, tarantara, tarantara, is to slap our chests and sing tarantara. Pour the pirate sherry, fill the pirate glass. And to make us more than merry, let the pirate bumper
Here's howdy do. And the bottle bottle is perpetually forever this. Here's so pretty big disgrace.
Let us gaily tread the measure, make the most of fleeting leisure. Hail it as a true ally, though it perish by and by.
Hail it as a true ally, though it perish by and by.
Every moment brings a treasure of its own especial pleasure, though the moments quickly die. Greet them gaily as they fly, greet them gaily as they fly.
20 now is rising, and alone is fit to fly, which will bent on signalizing with unusual revelry.
Here's the love to Frederick's men, to Frederick's
When a felon's not engaged in his employment, or majoring his felonious little plans, his capacity for innocent enjoyment, is just as great as any honest man's.
I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and immaculous. Silly man is like a turbo, animal and mineral. I am the very model of a modern nature general.
When Frederick was a little lad, he proved so brave and daring. His father thought he prenticed him to some career seafaring. I was, alas, his nursery maid, and so it fell to my lot to take and find this promising boy apprentice to a pilot.
And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king, for I am a pirate king.
a pirate king.
And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king.
It is a